What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can see, I got a new little setup over here. I did some shopping, but this I just grabbed from my kitchen. But got a new little setup, hey. But today, for this episode, we're just going to be talking about, hey, can you sit down? Rammy's here too, of course. Hey, dog. Sit down. Alright, let's jump into the video. So, the reason why I want to talk about change is obviously with all the world circumstances right now, you probably have some change going on with your life. It may be positive or negative. So I want to talk about today dealing with change in a positive way. So I'm going to start here. As most of you know, if you don't know me, I was a server for many, many years throughout college. Now that I've graduated and you can't really serve right now, it's not really an option. So what I was used to and my usual circumstances are completely different. The way that I receive money from serving is no longer an option, so I had to adjust. One of the things that I feel like will help you in the future is making sure you keep and make great connections. Make connections with your teachers, make connections with people you meet at the store. You don't know when it's gonna come back and help you out. So I say that to say this. When I purchased my wedding dress 2 years ago, I made really good friends with the owner. I helped her out with some Instagram stuff here and there. She was always so nice to me. And now she actually offered me to work with her. That is one of obviously my favorite days. I have a wedding picture up here. It's not centered to the bed, but it's all good. But my wedding picture's up here. It was such a fun, one of my favorite days of my entire life so far. And I got my dress. That was the first start, was at her shop. So it's a really good memory for me and a great place to work. But if I had not made a good connection with her over 2 years ago, that opportunity probably wouldn't be there for me. So what I'd like people to recognize and maybe work on, making new friends and meeting new people to make new connections and keeping the relationships that you do have. And again, another thing for me now is dealing with change with my job is, I have to pivot. I have to find something different. So I love math. And I am a tutor right now. So with everything being online, it's very difficult to learn stuff online for some people. So those are the people that have reached out to me, that I've helped, and people have found me through like my 5th grade teacher or like my old boss's granddaughter. Like there's multiple people that have found me through my work ethic in school and my work ethic at work. So as long as you're maintaining that, really work towards having a great work ethic and also having a great attitude at work is very, very important. So this whole change and new, make sure you're making connections with people and using those connections to find what you need to do to stay alive right now. So I'm tutoring, I'm working at a wedding dress play shop that I love, and also using this whole aspect of change to try something new. So right now, I'm trying to read more books. I've never read more books in my life. I was never a reader, and reading books is amazing, especially right now with all social media just going craziness. It is good to take a step back, focus on something else. Like I've mentioned in my last video is about podcasting, which I'll link up above. Listen to something different when you're on a walk. Don't just go on a walk. Go on a walk to clear your head, but also put something different on besides music. Listen to an audiobook, listen to a different podcast about health, about inspiration, creativity. Right now is the time. If you're gonna start something new, start it now. So my next adjusting to something new topic is going to be, it's already been 8 months, but working and living with your spouse at home with an animal or let's say kids. Right now, we are still in the swing of things here in California. And I am studying for the MCAT right now, so I'm home most of the time, or else I'm tutoring, or I'm at the wedding dress play shop just on the weekends. So there's a lot of moving parts, there's a lot of different schedules. Ricky is working from home right now as well, most days of the week, so we're trying to coordinate and, obviously we've been together for a long time, but still the change in being around each other while you're working is very different. We have worked together in the past at certain like restaurants and things like that, but it's different when you're working at home and then you're watching TV at home and there's, how do you like change that routine in a positive way? So right now, obviously still working on that with Mr. Puppy Dog, but it's definitely been something to adapt to, but I want to make it more in a positive way of, okay, working this You know, yesterday I tutored for like 8 hours. So it was probably difficult because it's like 2 hours, take a break, 3 hours, take a break, 2 hours, take a break. So it's a lot of schedule changes. So for me personally, what I need to work on is making sure I'm letting him know, like, hey, this is the schedule, and we have to like go schedule things. We've been in a relationship for a very long time, and you still have to put effort in to make sure that you're receiving love from each other and seeing each other during the day, not just watching TV. So that's what we are working on right now. He's actually starting a podcast soon about fitness stuff and fitness related. So I will link that. We'll probably make a video on it later. But a way for him to have a creative outlet right now. Same with me with YouTube. I love making YouTube videos. It's super fun. It's not something that is like, it's not super challenging. I honestly just flip on the camera and say, like just start talking. I should probably plan out things more than I say because sometimes I'm a little spastic. But this is really nice, especially dealing with all the other change. At least I can pop on here and make a YouTube channel of what's going on in my life right now. Okay, so if you've gotten to this far in the video, some stuff that I want to recap. Dealing with change in a positive way. First, you got to change that attitude. You have to see it as what can I get out of this, not what has been done to me. So, example again, my wedding dress job. What can I get out of this job? For me personally, I want to get out being more direct in conversation and in sales. That's what I'm looking for in this job. The second point, dealing with change. We're both at home. We need to plan things so it's not, oh, we watched TV last night together. We're hanging out together. That doesn't count. That's not effort. Do you know what I mean? So that's something that I need to work on as a partner and a wife, and we need to schedule that stuff together. That way that we can get out of the house, because damn, this home fever is real. The next part would be keeping your connections, especially during parts of change. So your work ethic with your school, with your life, make sure you're keeping that up, because people see that, and then later in life when you need someone, those are the same people that saw you earlier and saw your success. So that is going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks guys, have a good week. Thank you for coming to my channel.